Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Josh Sanch, your host here on the Bodybuilding News Network. It has been a while since we've done a video. We have been doing some coverage over on Instagram, but we are back in full capacity. I had a very long hiatus, a long holiday, but we are back to recap the Vancouver Pro. So if you are interested in that style of content, definitely stay tuned. Also, stay tuned for the Atlanta Pro recap and the Chicago Pro preview. All content that'll be coming out in the next few days. So make sure you subscribe and stay tuned to the Bodybuilding News Network for all your favorite bodybuilding news content. We are trying to something new. I got this cool big TV to put behind me to see what kind of interesting content we can do with that. I cannot show photos of the competitors, but we can put a cool little background for now, and hopefully we can upgrade the studio as we go along, as we continue to improve this channel. But I did want to give a big congratulations. First off, thank you for stopping in and watching the video, for clicking on the video. It has been a while, and I really do appreciate everyone sticking with me. And of course, shameless plug, bodybuildingnews.net. If you want to subscribe and check that out, you definitely can. Poor Totoro has been scratching his face when I was gone, so we'll have to take him to the vet and put a cone back on him. But Vancouver Pro, let's get into it. Congratulations, Hassan Mustafa at a whopping 31 years old, just a year older than me, winning the Vancouver Pro after two shows this year, placing in the top three, doing phenomenal at those two shows. Coming into this show, debatably one of the better conditioning packages that he brought this year. All very, very similar, very close in size, in conditioning. I thought he did a good job, very deserving of the show. Someone who almost stole the show away in terms of excitement is Stanimal, Stan de Langoix or whatever. So let's just say Stanimal. I'll never get it right. He almost stole the show. Very exciting seeing the level of conditioning this guy's been able to bring from classic physique just a few years, around 2019, a few years ago, to bringing one of the better physiques that we saw here at the Vancouver Pro. Definitely not big enough, in my opinion, to win an open show. You look at someone like Rafael Brandao is probably one of the smaller guys you're going to see in that top 10th, Mr. Olympia. This package from Stanimal is, I don't think, comparable to that. So he's going to continue to need to put on size to be in that conversation, to be in that top 10, or for that fact, just qualifying. Just qualifying for the Olympia, I think, would be the first focus for him. And of course, Nate Spear, year in and year out, he continues to improve and impress, specifically me. I think he's an awesome dude. I'd love to have him on the channel to chat. And I'm not sure what other shows he might be doing. He might be doing the Chicago Pro. But again, another one of those guys who's just going to need to continue to put more size on for him to be competitive in this competitive landscape. And a new gentleman for me that I'm not too familiar with is Mr. Prince Bogbang. I'm not too familiar with him. Looks like he's been competing between the 212 and the Open since 2014. Was probably his first show ever. So not too familiar with him, but of course, good job to him for a fourth place finish. Morgan Mack Bodybuilding, new guy, new pro, coming out of Canada, Canadian Beef Podcast. Cool guy, chats it up with our good friend Tyler Johnson. This guy, I think this is his second or third show. He's really just kind of coming into his own. I think he's got a great structure. I think he's got phenomenal potential. I'm not sure what he still needs to do to nail what it is. Is it conditioning? Is it from the back? Maybe he's not as complete from the back. It's hard to tell. I'm not too sure. But I do want to see him continue to do well and continue to improve in this competitive season. So hopefully we get to see more of him. And also Ian Gowley, I thought was going to do a little bit better than he did in this show. Top 6. I thought was good. I do not believe there was very many competitors in this show, and there's a big reason for that. Well, I'm not too specifically sure about whether or not why there aren't a lot of competitors in this show, but I know that a lot of my colleagues and commentators did not purchase the live stream, and that is because they offered the show, the prejudging, at $50 or $49, and the finals for $69.99. So you're paying over $100 for a lineup of six-ish, right? 6 open bodybuilders. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is something I can't support. It's not something I can endorse. It is not something I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, to go and purchase. If I was to have covered this show, which I wasn't able to, I wouldn't have pushed you that way. I wouldn't have told you to go and buy this live stream because it was ridiculously priced. And, I don't know the Vancouver Pro promoter specifically, Michelle Crack, Krack. I do not know her personally. I don't know what her motives were to have this live stream at such a, in my opinion, ridiculous price. And I would be interested to see what the sales of the pay-per-view were from last year to this year. I would almost guarantee that the sales amount was down because of this, in my opinion, blatant greed. And Canadians usually aren't very greedy. They're pretty nice. So let me know if the translation, and Totoro agrees too, let us know the translation of the US dollar to the Canadian dollar. I just don't see how this is fair. I don't see how this is realistic. I can almost guarantee you, like I said, that these sales were just absolutely butchered. So I'll leave it there. I was very impressed with Hassan Mustafa. I thought it was his show to win. I thought he looked phenomenal. No questions there on the placings. I do want to give some love to Jaws Physique. It used to be his username. Now it's Jaws_IFBB Pro. I've been following this guy all the way through his NPC career, and now he's a pro. John Lee. And now, after winning the Vancouver Pro Men's Classic Physique, he will be going to the 2023 Mr. Olympia. And I think that's phenomenal. I'm very happy for the guy. I thought he had a beautiful structure. I still think he does. He's got an amazing jawline, some of the best legs you're going to see on that stage. And I think that was a huge part of him, of what carried him on that show. The conditioning, especially looking at some of these photos, from the back shots to the front. I thought overall he was the best choice for this show. And overall, just a phenomenal presentation that he brought. A great package, and I think he's going to do a phenomenal job of representing the Vancouver Pro at this year's Mr. Olympia. Now, I don't think promoters particularly care if people that win their shows say, hey, I'm John Lee. I'm here at the Olympia to compete, classic physique. I won the blah, blah, blah this year. I don't know if promoters use that as some sort of way to market themselves or market their show. I don't know if that's something they do. Definitely let me know in the comment sections below if you've ever heard of something like that. Definitely not something, like I said, not something I've heard of. And in men's physique, I did not look specifically. No disrespect. It's just something I didn't really look at, didn't really see, and I'm not going to put the time into it. We will be recapping the Atlanta Pro in just a second, the Classic Physique and the 212 for that show. So make sure you stay tuned and watch that video. Please leave a comment to help the algorithm promote the show, promote the episodes as we are posting again. It does help the algorithm for every single comment you have there. So please do so. We do have some cool merch on the website with this design. So if you're interested in purchasing that, you definitely can. Go to bodybuildingnews.net and purchase that. But above all else, please subscribe if you enjoy this style of content. The videos are for free. All it costs you is a share. So share it with a like-minded individual. I'm your host, as always, Josh Sanch, here on the Bodybuilding News Network. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.